Go, no horn. Thanks for everyone for coming out tonight. Good to see all you little guys, little girls, your sticks, and it's going to be an awesome season. And you guys got a lot to look forward to. And I'm just happy to be here as well. This has been a big part of my life for the past 8 years, and it's been one of the things I've always looked forward to. And I wanted to take some time tonight to thank this gentleman here for that, because I had gotten away from the game that I grew up with and loved so much, and I got an opportunity to get back involved with the game. Jim Sunday was a big part of that too as well. But I met John originally, and I said I played the game a little bit, love to get involved, have some kids coming through, and I'm really fired up about getting involved. Have a lot of big plans. Want to drill fundamentals, want to get left and right hands going, get everything going. Want to get some rides and clears I'm putting in. And he was just sitting there with kind of a wry grin, just looking at me, smiling. And he goes, yeah. In that first practice, when a kid shows up in a hockey helmet and a girl's stick and wearing jeans, let me know how he absorbs that slide package. You know? And he kind of got the point across that it's about something more than that. All right, it's about this game. It's about lacrosse. It's about the brotherhood. This game, you'll see some of these old sticks here today. This game is of the earth. You know, everything on that stick is made from something living from the earth. And the game is played to give thanks. And that's why we play the game. We play it hard, and you play it as well as you can to give thanks to the Creator. And that's something, John, as you can see through tonight when we do the blessing of the sticks and the readings, that's something John and Kathy always kept in this league and kept it very important. And it's something I think is very important in today's youth leagues, that you're playing for something else. You never give up. You never surrender. If you know John, you've heard that from him. And that's why that is said, because this all matters. This is important, and it's a great game. And it's been a pleasure of mine to have met John and Kathy and their wonderful sons, and was given the opportunity to work with them and help grow and teach this game and the important things about this game. And I'll be forever indebted for that. So that's it. I just wanted to warm up the mic for this guy. This Mr. Sunday was, you know, he took the mantle from John and kept this league going strong. So I basically just had to point fingers and do nothing and keep it going strong.
Just show up and look good.
That's it, right? and I just wanted to say a couple words just to say how much it meant to me to be involved, and how grateful I am for having the opportunity to be involved, and to thank you for everything you've done.
No, you're very welcome.
We appreciate it.
Very much. It all comes down to the fact that, you know, it's not just Terry and Jimmy. It's, you know, Jimmy Carroll. You got Johnny Benson, who was here from the beginning. Coach A, we can't forget Coach A. Coach A had the idea, and he basically brought it over to the next level. We all stand on the shoulders of those that came before us, and that's been the story of LaGrange Arlington Lacrosse, is we've all stood on the shoulders of one another. We're having a few you know, a few disagreements, but none of which, not Anita. I'll just make believe I'm asking for $1 million. Okay. But I'd like to thank everybody who stayed involved, and even if I don't know you personally, I know you through our connection with this great game. So thank you very much for all the effort that you put in, and thank you particularly for these gentlemen for keeping this thing going. And I think with the leadership that we were incredibly fortunate to get from Todd and all of his great ideas, we'll keep this thing going another 10, 15, 20 years. So thank you very much for staying involved. Woo! And you're fired. Thank you very much. Jimmy, you want to say something?
Yes. I'm not as I'm not as prepared as Terry or as good as speaking freely, tend to ramble on, so I wrote a couple of things down. Just some facts I'd like to share with some people who may not understand your contribution to the community and just some things that have happened during your tenure here as president. So, good evening. We're all gathered here tonight not only to celebrate the start of the 16th season of Arlington Lacrosse Club, but also to honor the league's president and co-founder, John Basso. Coach Basso, along with Coach Andy Aronson, are responsible for bringing this great sport and a league to a community in which it did not previously exist. Coach Basso somehow found the time to juggle family, work, his high school coaching responsibilities to found and run a program that we all benefit from. Coach Basso's hard work and tireless dedication to the game, to lacrosse, and to our community has laid the foundation and provided the building blocks for this program's current and future successes. Coach Basso, to date, over 1,000 boys and girls have come through the Arlington Lacrosse Youth Program, where they not only learned how to play the game, but more importantly, they learned to love the game. In a relatively short period of time, this club has produced players that not only succeeded at the high school level, but went on to compete and succeed at the collegiate Division I, II, and III levels. I'm also very proud to say that we now have club alumni giving back to the game by coaching at the collegiate, high school, and more importantly, youth level. Speaking personally, I first met John 15 years ago when my oldest son Patrick was in 4th grade. My family was new to the Dutchess County area, and I soon became aware of the existence of a new youth lacrosse league. Having played, I was very excited for the opportunity to introduce my family to a sport that I loved as a young man. My wife and I signed Patrick up, and soon after that, it led to a chance meeting with Coach Basso on the sideline. I was attending a practice. My first mistake was I was holding a lacrosse stick. And it led John to ask the question, have you played lacrosse? My second mistake was answering yes. And after about a 5-minute conversation, I somehow had agreed to coach a new 3rd and 4th grade team that wanted to start. To be honest, I was terrified. I didn't know if I could coach. I didn't know if I wanted to coach. But if you know John, he can be very persuasive. The conversation ended with a pat on the back and John saying, "You'll be fine, you'll be great."
Stand there.
To be honest, he couldn't have been more right. It has been great. This has become one of the most fulfilling experiences in my life. It's amazing how the simple act of signing your kids up for youth lacrosse ends up helping to shape not only their future, but becomes a part of the fabric of your family's daily lives. The Arlington Lacrosse Club has provided many opportunities to all of our families, and I can't thank Coach John Basso enough. I'm honored to know him, and it's been my pleasure to be a part of the program that he created. Thank you, John.
All right.
So,
Terry?
we want to show you something real quick, if that's okay.
Sure.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, God. Thing that looks like
Can you guys read it out loud for you guys in the back that can't see it? It's just a plaque from John. It says, with gratitude, in honor of your vision and commitment, John Basso, founder, Arlington Lacrosse Club. John brought his knowledge and passion for lacrosse to the youth of Arlington. Accompanied by his approach toward teaching the game, he more importantly shared its history. In doing both, he helped empower young boys to become great citizens. In building this youth league, John embodied the quote, "A man never stands as tall as when he kneels to help a child." For countless hours and immeasurable impact, thank you. Good job.
Put him on the side. Here we go.
Hold on.
But you have zoomed in onto it. I opened the camera, it was right on you in space.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I want to make sure. We have one more thing to say.
Hold on, everybody.
Hold up!
I got one more thing to say. Hello? Hello? Got it. I think. Hello? All right. As I mentioned before, we all pretty much stand on the shoulders of those who came before us. And nothing continues unless people are willing to put time and effort into it. And we had put, I think, a good number of years into this, primarily Timmy and Jim and Jimmy Carroll, and we have a great circle of friends that are going to stay connected for a very, very long time, because lacrosse basically builds friends, is what lacrosse does. And I just want to have an extra understanding that in order to keep something like this going, you need people like Todd. Todd didn't know us from a hole in the wall. He didn't know us from anything other than the fact that he loved this game. And that love is what has held us all together. So I'd like to give a real resounding applause to Todd for all the work he put in to keep this thing going.
And these guys.
Woo!